Hi everybody. So I wanted to show you how to create Charles Barkley for NBA 2K21 Next Gen. I'm creating him on the Xbox Series X here, and I believe this also works for NBA 2K21 for PS4, PC, and Xbox One, because I believe this base that you see on the screen is also available in those games. I wanted to let you know that this took probably 4 or 5 hours of adjusting, trying different bases before stumbling on this one, which I think is easily the best base for Charles Barkley. If you take a look, his features are, they're mostly spot on. The eyebrows look good, his eyes look good, and most importantly, he doesn't just look good here in the edit player screen. He also looks really good for the most part on the court, and from different angles, not just from the front view, which you'll see in a second. Um, I think that I mod on PC. I have all the PC NBA 2Ks going back to NBA 2K9 when they first came on PC, and now that I have next generation, and I am enjoying the game also for the most part. I mean, it has its legacy issues and whatnot. Um, I I feel for the people on console that are not able to have guys like Charles Barkley or Reggie Miller, Rasheed Wallace, and those guys and whatnot, where we can mod them in and use real faces on PC. You guys can't have that on console. So that's the biggest reason why I created Barkley here, is to share it with you guys, so you can have a Barkley that you feel looks like him, plays like him, etc. So this video isn't only covering his face. So it's not just covering his looks, it's also covering his signatures. So this is something that my brother Nick worked on a lot. And I was involved in that process as well. And so it's a lot of this is basically my face, so my created Barkley face, and a lot of his signature work on Barkley. The shot that he chose is perfect. We watched a ton of footage of Charles Barkley, also from memory from watching him growing up. It looks great in the game. It feels great in the game. His dribble pull up, his fadeaway, all of that stuff, including also his dunk packages and whatnot. So you're going to see that when I'm done going through the face here. Again, I think this is going to also work on the PS4, PC, and Xbox One version, because as long as they have the same base, it should work just fine, because the body models and whatnot are basically the same in both games. The creative player features, all the ones that I used here on Barkley, I believe they are also available in those versions as well, because I have NBA 2K21 for the PC, and obviously that's a PS4 Xbox One port. So unfortunately, 2K couldn't get Charles Barkley officially on board. I don't know if it still comes down to donating to the Retired Players Association or whatnot. But hopefully, if EA Sports comes back, they can approach Charles, get him in the game. Maybe Reggie Miller and whatnot. I do think that NBA Live is going to make a comeback at some point, and my guess would still be NBA Live 22, because I think they have bones in place from NBA Live 19, and I think that they should be under the understanding now that legends are incredibly important. So if you wanted to make a younger Charles, he looks really good with hair. So like with short hair, if you wanted to make like an 84, 85 version, 85, 86, he still looks really good with his hair, and he doesn't lose his Charles Barkley looks. So here's how he looks in the regular screen. Still, again, he keeps his Barkley. He looks good from the side as well. I think the head shape is really good. And his features from the side, I copied those from an actual picture, sculpting his nose, making sure his lips protruded the right way, etc. So let's get into signatures. And so lower base 73 and release Rudy Gay. Again, don't be put off by saying Rudy Gay. That's just the way that he's releasing the shot. With that base, it looks entirely different. His shot looks entirely different than Rudy Gay's. We have free throw 19. which in my opinion is by far the best free throw for Charles. It looks great, feels great. And again, we want him to play like Barkley. We do have a full set of ratings for Charles as well. That's something I might share on a different video. I wanted to make this one short and sweet because a lot of people like to, apply your own ratings, and that's fine. I definitely understand that. But if you would like the ratings, I may do that in the future. I'm just going to go through this and show you all the dunk packages. And I did create a Rasheed Wallace. I shared him on Twitter. I'm going to release that possibly in a separate video. I am going to take a crack at Reggie Miller probably as well. I created other guys like Walter Herman or Ehrman or however they pronounce it. One of my brother's favorite players from the mid-late 2000s. And then also I created Walter McCarty, which I also shared on Twitter, and I thought that came out pretty good. The ability to add tattoos adds a whole new dimension. I was able to give Walter McCarty a tattoo that looked basically exactly like what he had in real life on his right arm, which was above his armband. So somebody else I saw in Operation Sports created Delonte West and added all the tattoos in the same places where Delonte had them. And it definitely adds a new dimension to the faces and more immersion when you use them on the floor. And I love that they have dribble style power. I think that's great for guys like Barkley. And again, after this, I'm just going to show you a couple screens to show you that the face does look good on the court as well, because it can't just look good in here. It has to look good also with the lighting and whatnot on the court. So I'll show you those at the end of this video. So yeah, there's the Charles Barkley creation. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to do more, and I'll try to do a video that that showcases more of the faces that I've been creating. I might really dive deep into filling the default classic teams in the default in the default roster. That way you guys have full experience, and also edit them, because the tendencies and attributes, a lot of them are copy and paste or rushed and whatnot by 2K. So in the speed and acceleration and everything is way off in the default roster. So I'll see if I can maybe do that, and maybe I can release it on Xbox Series X share, aka 2K share. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you get some enjoyment out of this Barkley. Thanks.